All right, YouTube, how's it going? Still trying to figure out this whole camera thing. Ten of Cups reverse. Okay. So don't mind where my eyes and all are. I shoot on my tablet, yada yada yada. So it's all a little bit weird for me. So I'm for YouTube's format. This is the way it's got to be. You can either see me or you can see the cards. I don't know what anyone would actually prefer. Me personally, I prefer to see the reader. Doesn't mean anything, you know, whatever. But hey, it is what it is. All right. So let's see what we have for the energies today. Let me see. All right. So we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. See what else we got going on. Do we have to keep going with these energies? Apparently old habits die hard. All right. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, please. I know you want to. You miss me when I'm gone. I ain't going anywhere, but, you know, you're going to be able to find me again. So, anyway, you can also find me on TikTok. Two of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. Oh, that's interesting. Somebody left their family for another person. It didn't go so well. Okay, so somebody may have, that's interesting. Somebody may have left something. They left everything behind. You know, they just like, you know, oh, I want to whim. I'm going to kind of run off with this person, yada, yada, yada. I love this person. I want to be with this person. I'm going to leave everything behind. You know, it doesn't matter. This is all about what I want, blah, blah, blah. Technically, it was about whatever that person wanted, okay? I feel like that's what it was. So what happened is somebody got shut out. So it's kind of like one of the things where, you know, you get involved in a relationship or whatever, and let's say you move. Let's say you move. Then things don't go quite so well. You realize, you know, hey, maybe we don't really get along. Or maybe that person is like, hey, I still have a wandering eye. You know, there's a number of different things. You know, we're unable to afford whatever this is. We have to split up. Something like that. Whatever it was, it didn't go too well. Okay. So, all right. That's that. Lesson learned. Anyone else ever learned that lesson? It's interesting how that's kind of coming around. Anyway. All right. So, what we got? I see Ace of Cups, and I see the Lovers, and I see Justice. All right. So, what's going on? It doesn't technically have to be that scenario. It's just kind of how it was being shown to me. Okay? Because I got this Two of Wands here, you know, with the distance or whatever. I'm sorry. I forgot. You can't see this. You can't see the cards. I get so annoying. I don't know if you saw these. So, Ten of Cups in reverse. Knight of Wands. Two of Wands. Like I said, the camera. Anyway. I'm trying to figure it out. And we got the Lovers. We got Justice. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Cups. There's a certain familiarity with a certain scenario that's going on. Maybe a certain situation. This could be a pattern. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. So let's say something wants me to kind of go into this. Let's say, man, I'm getting goosebumps all over the place. I'm getting, ooh. This could be a pattern that somebody's going through. So let's say you went through a scenario like that, and then something else popped up, you know, where it was like there was an opportunity to meet somebody at a distance or something like that, and you decided, you know, hey, I maybe want to invest, but I'm going to take things a little bit slow. Something may have happened, and maybe you kind of like learn a lesson with that. I don't know if any of that's making any sense. It's only giving me little snippets of it. So it's not like allowing me to like really, really dive in. So that means that, don't box yourself into this scenario. Okay, that's just kind of like an example of an energy. What that is like there's a certain pattern that somebody could be going through. All right. And this has something to do with a choice or making a decision. Okay. The Lovers and the Justice card both are cards of choices, decisions. At least for me. Okay. What are you going to do? Are you going to choose love? Are you going to choose yourself? Okay. Now, however this is, whatever this pattern is, there could be somebody that, maybe you have a way of rescuing people. Maybe you have a way of helping people. Maybe you have a way of saving people. Okay. Maybe you always drop exactly what you're doing, in order to help another person, even if something that you're doing is very, very important. Maybe you put other people above you. That could be what that is too. Example, moving to another location, isolating yourself from your lifeline, everyone that you love and care about, something like that. In order to go follow somebody else because it's something that they wish, and you're just like, I love this person, I'll go wherever they want me to go. Okay. Let's say it's something, along that line. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be that scenario. It's about putting somebody else, letting somebody else take the wheel. Okay. And you just kind of like going along with it. Somebody kind of coming in to dictate something. Somebody comes in with this huge mess, this whole huge colossal mess, and they want you to fix it, or they want to dump all their problems on you. And I'm not saying that you can't do that. But for something with whoever it is that, is being highlighted, this is a pattern with somebody. Okay. That's why it's being brought up. All right. Something about whatever this is, there may be a choice that somebody needs to make in order to choose themselves, or maybe put up even like a particular, I don't see anything about a boundary technically. I don't see it technically. I mean, you could say like the Tool Wands, I could actually stress that, but even loving yourself is more or less a boundary. It's like an implied boundary, Give me more on this. Give me more on this Knight of Wands here. So I'm getting something else too. So like let's say, oh, this is going to resonate. Oh, look at that. This is going to, I haven't pulled this one yet. So let's see what this is. But this is going to resonate with somebody. You have a particular person. Maybe you like this person. Maybe this is an ex. Whatever. Maybe this is, just someone that you have a crush on. Whatever. You may not even fully know the full story. A lot of times we don't know the full story. I think that's part of it. That's part of it. We don't know the full story. Okay. So a lot of people have this thing where they always talk about the karmic, he left me and went back to the karmic, or she did this and, and she went back to the karmic, or whatever. Okay. So somebody like, they get with you and then they break up, or they cheat on you and they go to somebody else. And then you're kind of like sitting over here waiting for this person. And anytime this person has a problem or they need somebody to confide in, they come over to you. Knowing that they are doing something, even if you're not with them or you think that that's your person, or whoever it is that you think that this person is to you. Knowing that you're actually partaking in them deceiving their partner, regardless of who that person is. Okay, so it's continuing this cycle, this pattern. Okay, with that being said, this person, you give this person free access to come in anytime that they want. Oh, we're on the outs or whatever, I want to get back with you. And then you're just kind of like eating it up, because you think this is your person. You think that this person is destined for you. You think that their soul, you think that this person's soul is connected to yours, and that your soul is responsible for their soul. Okay. You think of it that way. You think that, this person is so much more powerful than you, more powerful than Almighty. and that this person makes the rules for your soul. Okay? So whatever that is, you bend to this person's will. You do anything that you think that, you're supposed to do. You think you're supposed to be here for this person. You're supposed to accommodate this person because you think this person is an attachment. You think that it's written in the stars and it's destined. It could be. I don't know. If it is or if it isn't. Are you going to allow somebody to continue to kind of come in and out, whether they're supposed to be for you or not? If they're supposed to be for you, they're not going to play these nonsense games, and you're not going to give them the free access to do so. Okay. So take that however it resonates for you. Okay. With that being said, you have, this person who does this, and then, they kind of run back to that other person. Or maybe they just kind of run off to somebody else, whether they hit somebody else. But they always kind of come back to you. And you're always leaving that, Not to mention, you may look like a ridiculous fool to a lot of people around you. Okay? And then people are just like, I don't want to hear your nonsense. You won't leave this person alone. Friends and family don't. Tarot readers, nobody wants to hear it. You know what I mean? But I think you get what I'm saying. Okay? People are like, are you learning your lesson? Why aren't you learning your lesson? Why are you letting this person come in and out, making you look ridiculous? You've lost people, you've lost friends, you've lost a lot of respect. You've probably even lost love for yourself. That's what this Ten of Cups is in reverse. This person's probably always going to be on the prowl, always looking. Okay? So, are you going to finally love yourself? Now, on the other side of the coin, same exact scenario. Let's say it's the same exact scenario, okay? But sometimes certain things happen. Let's say you are in relationship with this person. You don't have any proof of anything. You have suspicion or you have intuition, okay? You have intuition, which in my opinion is all you need, okay? But that's another story. You have intuition saying that, why is this person picking fights with me? Then they run, they break up. Oh, and you don't know anything. You don't know anything because you don't know so much about, their personal life or whatever. Or there's nothing to allude to the fact that, they're seeing somebody else. Maybe it was only your intuition or certain behaviors or certain patterns that humans exhibit that we all know are telltale signs of, nefarious behavior. Like cheating or addiction of some sort. Okay, we all know these bullet points. We all know these patterns. Tons of YouTube videos and TikToks and psychologists and therapists and books have been written on all of these, on every single one of these bullet point statements that this is somebody's cheating on you because when they do this, they do this, they do that, they do that. That means that they're doing something. But you don't have any real proof. You just have your intuition, and you may even have this little bit of a knowledge of this is the patterns of human behavior that they exhibit. Okay? So after a while, this person comes back. Okay? You don't know anything. You don't know that they were seeing anyone. They come back. They need help, or they want to get back with you, whatever it is. You accept them back. Something happens later on again. Same thing. Same pattern. Okay? Whether it's the same person or not, it could be a different person, okay? Wearing a different meat suit. It could be the same kind of pattern where you don't fully know. I think it's a big part of it is we don't fully know a lot of people, and we're not giving ourselves enough time to know people, especially if it comes to distance or anything like that, especially with that Two of Wands there. It could be like something about a distance. Sometimes when we're in a distance, we're at somebody's mercy. The only thing we can do is actually trust. There's nothing that you can do, okay? So these patterns of behavior could be coming back every so often. What are you going to do? At what point are you going to draw the line? Draw the line in the sand, okay? When these things happen, are you going to trust yourself, or are you just going to say, I don't really like how, or something just seems kind of weird and this person doesn't tell me anything? Or are you going to just kind of okay, let it slide just because I like this person and this person's supposed to be for me? I feel like this person's for me. People lie all the time. People tell you what you want to hear all the time. People always tell you what you want to hear. I think we forget that people lie. People are accustomed to it. Been trained since birth to lie, to manipulate. And if people know you enough and you wear your heart on your sleeve and you're kind and you're forgiving and you like to fix everything and you like to clean up everything and you like to do everything for everyone, well, people know you. The enemy knows you. They know what you like. They read you. They know exactly how you're going to respond. They know what you want to hear. And you're just going to eat it up. Okay? This is a pattern that somebody's dealing with. You're going to love yourself. See what this is. Oh. I think somebody's going to end it. Somebody's going to realize something. Something's going to happen where somebody's going to be like, no, I don't think, no, I'm not doing this anymore. Okay? And like I said, for some, you know that this person runs off with other people and you keep accepting them back. For others, you don't know the other side of the story. You don't even know. They just break up with you or they just act weird. They go off. You don't hear from them, then they come back. But there's no proof that there is another person. Chances are there is another person. They're in this Knight of Wands energy. Person is probably a home wrecker. Could have wrecked your home. You wreck homes or something like that. I am getting kind of like a home wrecker energy here. I came in, did my thing. You know what? It was a happy family. Now I'm leaving. Happy family. Now it's an unhappy family. Okay. So you're going to be honest with yourself. Okay. I feel like somebody's going to put an end to it. I think it's time. I think somebody else realizes it's time too. Let's get one more. Eight of Pentacles. Judgment. Okay. Another about a choice. Integrity. Somebody may feel like they have a duty to another person. Again, going back to that whole, it could even be going back to that soul contract. This person's my person. I'm supposed to be with this person forever. This person is part of my soul. They are the other half of my soul. You jump, I jump. Is it like the thing with Rose? Rose and Jack. Or I'm thinking of that other movie. It was a movie about firemen years ago with Kurt Russell. They're firemen. Why is that? That movie's popping up in my head. You go, I go. Oh, better example. No, it's not called Fahrenheit. I can't think of what it's called. I don't know what it's called. But it has Kurt Russell, William Baldwin, and whatever. If I figure out what it is, I'll put it in the comment, or I'll put it in the below. Anyway, it was about a fire department, and there was all these crazy fires being set somewhere, and they found out that there was an arsonist, and they were trying to figure out who it was. Turns out there was some sort of a budget cut, and there was a fireman that was actually starting all these fires. The movie's called Backdraft. He was creating these fires that would actually burn and then blow themselves out. Okay, it's a very interesting movie, a very interesting story. It was pretty good. Rebecca De Mornay was also in it. However, with that being said, is their motto when this fire department was "You go, I go." So if somebody goes into something danger, they all go together, and whatever happens will happen. And they had been lucky for some time, But once the main characters found out that it was one of their own who was setting fires, and there were people that, their own firemen that they work with were getting hurt because of these fires that were being set, they wanted to kind of cover it up, but they kind of did something to let go of this person. It's a really, really interesting story. You go, I go. Okay. Think of it that way. What can you be risking or damaging? If you have somebody who's choosing to do, illegal behavior, committing crimes for a principle, just simply for a principle, okay? for whatever reason, or to get back at the system or whatever, or something else to get back at another person. Okay. Are you going to follow this person? That's the choice that you need to make. If this person is going down, you're flushing the toilet and it's just going swirling down and down and down, are you going to go dive in there with them as it's going down? Are you going to go down with the ship? Or are you going to go down with Titanic? You have somebody who is doing something wrong. Okay. We can kind of keep going into the symbolism, but I think we got the message here. If somebody's doing the wrong thing, or if, let's say you think this is your partner or whatever, okay, and they're doing something wrong, do you think that their soul is supposed to pull you down? Do you think that you're not responsible for your own soul? What do you think that you're sacrificing for another person who can't get with the program? Who cannot behave themselves? Who cannot make good choices? I say it all the time. We have to choose to do the right thing, choose to do good. Okay? It's part of my schooling. Okay? You have to choose to do the right thing. Same thing with this. Are you going to choose this person who's continuing to do the wrong thing and dragging your soul down? Do you think that this person is responsible for your soul? Or do you think that you are? So, something to ask yourself. That's what I had with that Ace of Cups. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. You got to make the best decision for yourself. This might be time. It might be time to let go of certain things and be like, you know what? It's enough. Enough's enough. Okay? It's time to make that decision. Okay? So, however that means for you. All right. So, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, drop me a comment. Tell me what you think, if this made any sense to you, or if you got any wisdom out of it. Other than that, see you next time.